Hi guys, welcome to my video and my channel. I'm Jen Jalen. Today I wanted to tell you guys how you can achieve all your 2025 goals by how I achieved all my 2024 goals last year. Every video I'm trying out a different setup, but I really love this one. I'm technically in my apartment, but this view is so stunning, so I hope to have this as a backdrop more often. So I've always been a goal-oriented person and I'm all for achieving your dreams no matter what anyone thinks or says. And I love doing things that I love to do, which is pretty self-explanatory. But I want you guys to also realize you can achieve all your goals and your dreams too. The first step I'm gonna say is get a planner. This is actually a study planner I got from Typo for $5, so you have no excuse to get your own too. This is one of the reasons why I actually achieved all the goals I set for 2024. And this journal I used almost every day. I always carried around with me for my content, for studying, for just planning my life out. A bit about me, I'm a 19-year-old living in Australia. I'm a first-year university student because I took a gap semester last year to travel. The main important thing on this planner was a page where you could list out all your goals for the year. Let me give you an example of the goals that I achieved that I wrote down here. I wrote, have a part-time job that I like. This is from someone who has had little part-time jobs that I didn't particularly care about. Another one is, reach 10,000 Instagram followers, and I started that journey at 900. Within last year, I grew that into 10,000 plus. Another goal was to get my motorbike L license and buy a motorbike. One goal was to start posting on YouTube again after taking a 2-year break. Go to a fashion week, get a PR package, become an Australian Fashion Week volunteer, do a paid brand shoot, make an investment. All of these goals I ticked off. I just had all these goals and I just hope to achieve them, and I'm so glad I actually did. So now that you've got your book, write down all your goals and don't limit yourself. More about goals. Last year I didn't categorize them, but this year I did. So I recommend categorizing your goals. I have 6 sections. One is finance/work, one is social media, one is university, one is extracurricular and hobbies, one is physical health, and one is environment/home. And these might be different for all you guys. You can make any category, but have the categories out, write them down, put them in your notebook. For every year before this, I don't really remember having it so blatantly written out that I could see it every day, but doing this in 2024 really helped me to actually see those goals every day and realize what I was working towards. So this is my 2025 journal, and I've done the same thing. This notebook too also has all of my goals written out. This is also a planner. The thing about planners that is different to notebooks is that they are structured in a better way. For example, every month you open it up, it has goal 1, goal 2, steps to get it done, your progress and your priorities for the month. But if you don't have a planner like this, write down yourself at the beginning of every month your main 2 goals of focus. I love the weekly spreads too. It has small boxes for every day and then notes, goals for the week, to do, and then major achievements all written at the bottom. If you haven't got a planner for your year, get one right now. This was $5, this was $10. It doesn't have to be fancy as long as it works. Another important thing that is also a great trend is to make a vision board. I made a vision board for 2024 and I ended up achieving most of it. Then in the second half of the year, I made a whole new one. So there's no stress to keep your vision board the same the entire year because you can always remake it. If you change things up or if you already achieved stuff, you can just edit it. Personally, I use Canva, then I go into Pinterest to search up aesthetic pictures of everything I want to encapsulate. Based on the goals you've written, find pictures that correspond to the goals and add them to your vision board and make it look all nice. And personally, I love to set it as my wallpaper background. A lot of people like to print it out, cut it out, stick it on a physical board, but I personally just wanted to make it easier and put it on my laptop, and that way I can actually see it every day. And don't make it like a stressful thing. Make it fun and enjoyable. Just scroll on Pinterest, look at things you like, refer back to your goals, and really have your mindset to be like you will achieve all your goals and your potential is unlimited. For example, last year, and I'm talking about Instagram, I started with 900 followers and then I ended up getting 10,000. Honestly, I can make a whole video about this on social media growth. Other goals I achieved was going to Fashion Week, and at the beginning of the year I had no idea which Fashion Week or when it was, but coincidentally at the right time I searched up the Australian Fashion Week and I actually got accepted to volunteer there, so I got to go for free and experience what it was like front of stage and back of stage, which was super cool. Another thing I wrote was volunteering in Africa because my family and we went there for a mindset course, and then along with that my sister and I decided to volunteer. That was a great volunteering experience, and it took a lot of research. The planning and timing was just right. And then with my motorbike, which I don't ride as much as I want because it's at my old place, a lot of research went into it, but I believed that I could actually achieve it, and then that's what I did. And I did the course by myself. My family around me helped, but because I was insistent to achieving this goal. Another goal is like making money off social media, like having brand deals and stuff like that. As I grew my own personal socials, I started getting more experience with brands, making content and doing partnerships and stuff like that. So it's all like a progress. It all has steps. So you have to figure out what each step will be. And the main important thing is to just take the first step. And don't let anyone tell you what you can or you can't do, because whatever you're truly passionate about, I believe you are meant to live that out in your life. And you don't have to just follow one path. You can work on multiple things. You can become great at lots of things. I think it's very important to just do whatever you want. Continuously improve and learn and have passions. And it's also okay if these things change over time. And also if you fall out of love with some activities and then start gaining interest in new ones. Another thing about goals is like telling people and making it a big thing. Personally, I prefer to work in silence, tell only a few people close to me, and let the actions and results speak for themselves. But I know a lot of people have more accountability when they show the progress of your goals. So you can determine which one of those you are, like the person who tells everyone and makes it known that they're working towards something, because that can be motivation for them and they work better under pressure. But then there's another type where you do better in silence and you have your own discipline to work through things. But whichever one you are, make sure you stick to it. If you're the one who wants to work in silence, you have to hold yourself accountable. And if you're the one who likes to let others know, then don't feel too pressured by all the people. And a lot of goals, you can't really go from 0 to 100. So as I said, making steps is important. But also, for example, maybe your goals require a lot of money, like an investment. So start working on little steps that can help that goal become true, such as like getting a part-time job and finding side hustles. I've done side hustles of Depop, so selling my secondhand clothes, and dog sitting. Also, I did get a part-time job and that job actually found me. I didn't apply to it. Now I'm focusing more on my social media, which I started last year too. Another important thing is to surround yourself with inspiring people or watch the content of creators that motivate you and bring you on that path to achieving your goals, instead of the other way around. Staying in your comfort zone is easy, that's why it's your comfort zone. Getting out is hard, so you have to make those intentional efforts to actually change. And it's okay to always slip back and forth, as long as you do keep progressing towards the end. But don't get me wrong, a rest now and then is always well needed. Some ideas about goals that I personally am using. So for finance and work, I have get an internship because I'm studying in business in my first year of uni, so that's something I want to work on. Start investing regularly and automate it. And then another section for me is university, so sustaining like a HD WAM, which is an average grade. It's currently above that, so I want to keep it that. And also attend a networking or skill event. So for physical health, I have healthy black hair, and I recently dyed my hair black, but it's pretty damaged and I used to dye it all the time, so I'm trying to make it healthier and get my braces off, which I've actually had for about 6 years. Apparently I can get them off this year, so I really hope I can. Along with your goals and your vision boards, also think about the things you want to implement like regularly, because those aren't really goals, those are like continuous habits. So for example, like waking up early and sleeping early, like studying often, taking care of your health, doing exercise, because those aren't really goals that you could just tick off. They're more like habits that you want to continuously sustain to make up the image of the year. So also establish what you want your vision for the year to be, what kind of things you want to do regularly, and write these down too. I wrote my one down. Maybe stuff like cooking and cleaning often, decluttering your house and being organized, tracking your income and spendings, journaling, gratitude, meditation. These are all examples. I really hope this video helped you guys, and this is personally how I achieved all my goals for 2024 and how I plan to achieve all of them for 2025. Let me know if you want me to go in depth on any other topics. Keep up with me on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.